on deck is going to be this gentleman right here. Long walk to the stage. In the meantime, please welcome Air Black.
So, I hate Twitter. I hate it. And, I mean, I sort of get it if you're like a politician or someone famous, but if you're just like a dude, like you don't need to publish every thought that enters your ordinary brain on the internet. You know, I don't care that you forgot to floss this morning. It's not going to affect my behavior. I may try to avoid you, but I was going to fucking do that anyway. But I think the underlying problem is I just spend way too much time on the internet. And I do everything on the computer, so I'm always Googling shit. If I watch a movie, I'll Google the whole entire cast of that movie. I've even started Googling porn stars while I'm watching porn that they're in. I guess I'm just curious. I need to know what like Lisa Cummings has been up to after her brilliant performance in Stick It in My Fuckhole, Volume 2. Which was way better than Volume 7, by the way. I'm just putting that out there. No, but it's really bad because it's starting to detract from the fantasy porn. I don't know if you guys know this, but porn stars don't have happy lives. Like, it wasn't, I'm serious. It wasn't happy events that have brought them to their porn careers. So now, like these porn stars that I'm watching, they become like real people with real problems, as opposed to just like an object that I want to put my cum on. You know what I'm saying? So it's like now I'm watching this person on screen, and like I know that she was like molested by her family as a kid, and then like had a baby when she was 16, and the dad split, and she's now doing porn to like support her and her baby, and every time she does a sex scene, a piece of her soul dies, and like the void that is left there is just filled with like indifference and hate, you know, and I'm jerking off to her. And now I'm crying while I'm jerking off. But I can't stop because I started. And every guy in the room totally knows what I'm talking about. You can't stop jerking off once you started. My apartment could be on fire. And I'll be screaming at my dick to hurry up and come so I can get the fuck out of there. You know? It's just be like, you're gonna kill us both. Just do it. I don't watch that much porn. I'm in a relationship. That's a lie. I don't know how to segue into this next part. But I am in a relationship. One thing that's really good about being in a relationship is steady sex. There's other things good about it too. I made a list, but I left it at home. But the thing is, like, before I was in a relationship, sex to me was just like a blurry, awkward thing that would happen like once every 6 months. Like twice a year, I was just somebody's awful mistake. You know? And I mean, it was a mistake for me too. You know, it's like I never woke up from one night stand and been like, I'm really glad I did that. I'm really glad I knew nothing about you before I decided to stick a piece of my body inside of your body. That was some really great decision making on my part. Here's what having a one night stand is like. It's like you're on a diet and you're doing really well, and then you're driving around with somebody and you're starving, and you pass like a Taco Bell and you're like, nope, I'm on diet. And then you pass a Wendy's and you're like, fuck you, Wendy. I'm good, I'm on a diet. And then you pass McDonald's and you go, fuck it. That shit is going in my face. And then you pull up to the drive-thru and you go, yeah, I would like one of everything on the menu, please. And you take your Shane McMeal, which is the official name. If you want everything on the menu, it is a fucking Shane McMeal. And you go to like a vacant lot behind like an abandoned warehouse, and you don't inadvertently like make eye contact with somebody as you're shoving like McNuggets down your disgusting throat. And you eat it all in like 2 minutes, and then like an hour later, you're on the toilet and you're just going, fuck! Why did I do that? You know, it's like you knew what was going to happen. So, and it's like, and it's always dark when I have these one-night stands, and that's the other person's decision. They're like, I don't want to have a visual image of what this is going to be like later. So because of that, like I never like really got a good grasp on women's anatomy. I just really didn't understand it. You know, it scared me a little bit. And the thing is, the vagina is the only thing you could be scared of and want to stick your dick in at the same time. You know, nobody's ever been like, ah, bear, let's fuck it. That has never happened. And the thing about it too is that women's anatomy has always been changing for me throughout the years. Like when I was like 8, they were boobies. When I was like 8 to 15, they were boobies. 15 to 30, they're tits. And 30 on up, they're breasts. And what you want to do with them and what you can do with them really depends on what they are to you at the time. And what they are to women as well, because it's fucking consensual. So, so here's the thing. You can only touch boobies. You can only appreciate breasts. And you fucking come on tits. And tits are really the only thing you can come on. If you come on breasts, you're going to get the shit kicked out of you. And you come on boobies, you're going to fucking prison. I'm Aaron Black.
Keep it going, Aaron Black.